Okay, good morning and welcome to Iyun as part of Yeshiva YouTube. Today I want to discuss Maaser Sheni Perek Beis Mishnah Dalid. Karshine Maaser Sheni Echalu Simchonim. Now Karshine Maaser Sheni, I had to look extensively on Google, try to figure out. I thought they were krishim, but krishim is not. Krishim are actually a type of leek or a shallot, which is similar to karti. Karti is maybe a leek from Crete. I don't know how to pronounce it. It's an island off of Greece. I guess the green onions versus scallions. Spring onions. The spring onions, and then there's scallions. Scallions are called green onions, and there's spring onions. Um, I guess karti is green, whereas esrog karti from Crete it's green. So the green onions, the scallions, are karti, and krishim would be the spring onions, which are similar but not the same. But these have nothing to do with karshinim. Karshinim is something else. Google translate it. You're going to get vetches. Now, vetches, makes a lot of sense. The Wikipedia explains karshinim, they were consumed by humans many years ago. Eventually, when people got more cultured and they had more expensive foods, so it became animal fodder. It is eaten. It is potentially edible, al yidei atchak, right? If you're in a state of famine, people will use it for their own consumption, for human consumption, not for their animals. But generally, it's animal fodder. But it depends at what stage we're talking about. So the Mishnah says, "Karshim yechalu simchonim." You should eat it. Now, simchonim means vegetarian, meaning you should eat it while it's a vegetarian, meaning while it's not completely ripe. If it's not completely ripe, then it's definitely meichel behema. It's not fit for people. However, when it becomes more ripe, so then it's called nechal al de'atchak, meaning a situation where you're stuck, you're going to eat it. So that's why the Mishnah instructs that you should eat it simchonim, because when it's simchonim, when it's not ripe, it's only roy for behema. Now, as I mentioned, Maaser Sheni, the whole point of Maaser Sheni is to take these fruits to Yerushalayim and enjoy yourself in Yerushalayim. And enjoying yourself, go on vacation. When you go on vacation and you have bread and salts and water, that's not a vacation. That's jail. Maaser Sheni is supposed to be a vacation. So if you want a vacation, you have to have high standards, even better food than you normally have at home. So karshinim are not fit for Maaser Sheni in their vegetative state when they're a young plant. However, when they grow older, Wikipedia does say this, they're used not edible for people by itself, but they're used to garnish other foods, meaning to make it look nicer, other foods, to mix it, or to actually taste for herbs. Tavlin, to make it taste, a pot of meat tastes better with some karshinim in there. So that's why the Mishnah suggests that you should eat it simchonim, you should eat it before it becomes ripe enough that you can use it for herbs, or you use it to garnish another fruit, another food, because then it would be Michael Adam. Then, like the Mishnah says, you could bring them in the vegetable state where it's a young vetch. You can bring it in and out of Yerushalayim because it doesn't have dinner Maaser Sheni because Michael Behema. When it grows older, you can't bring it into Yerushalayim and take it out. Once you bring it to Yerushalayim, you have to eat it there, like regular Michael Adam. You have to eat it there. You can't. You can't even impose it. Once you bring it to Yerushalayim, you can put it outside of Yerushalayim, but you can't be put in Yerushalayim. You have to eat it in Yerushalayim. That's why the Mishnah recommends if you want to eat it and do whatever you want with it, eat it as a young vegetable before it gets the status of Michael Adam, where it's used as an herb or to garnish your food. And that would be the explanation. There's two stages of karshinim. The karshinim, it mentions a lot of times in the Mishnah, karshinim are fed to animals, but that's only when it's a young plant. When it's an older plant, it actually can be used for human consumption also. That's why the Mishnah suggests yechalu simchonim, vegetarians, not when it's used to garnish or to help give added flavor to a piece of meat, which of course you can't eat as a vegetarian. Hope you enjoyed today's share. See you in the next one.